Welcome back, everybody, from the Liberatory CPA Studios. I'm Rick Amato, Politics and Profits. We'll change things up a little bit. We've been talking hardcore politics, the markets. My next guest has a very interesting and intriguing story. A former CIA officer who is self-described turned mom. She's written a book about her experiences in the CIA called Single in the CIA. And it's a best-selling book. Join me this time from Los Angeles as former CIA officer turned mom, best-selling author, Shelly Mateer. Shelly, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, Shelly, what I find intriguing about you is this. First of all, you have an interesting background, having been an officer in the CIA. Very few people can say that. A lot of mystery shrouds that description. But you were able to get the CIA to agree to allow you to write a book about your experiences in the CIA.
Yes.
Your relationships, your dating, your personal, as I say, relationships with others. How did you get the CIA to agree to that?
Well, anyone that works there can write something, and then you have to submit it to the Publications Review Board, or the PRB as it's known, and they take out anything that they deem classified. So
all right.
Anything sensitive that they don't want out there.
What made you write a book about, of all things that you could have written about, regarding your experiences in the CIA? And today, you're the mother of, I think, 3 lovely children. It is 2. What made you decide to write a book about being single in the CIA and your dating experiences with those other officers?
Well, I guess it was just the PRB wouldn't have allowed me to write about my actual work, and it probably would have put people to sleep anyway. So I just wrote about something I thought would be funny and entertaining. It's probably a little bit sad too and disturbing, but
how so? How is it sad and disturbing?
I guess I was real honest, and I don't use flowery language. I just spew it out and about the personalities there and a lot of the backstabbing that I encountered and things like that.
What do you hope readers get out of your book?
Well, I hope they find it funny, most of all, but also maybe just a lesson about life. Even if, like at the time, I was in a miserable situation, and once I resigned, a few months later, I ended up meeting my husband, and I have a much better life now.
Give us an example of what they might find funny, for humorous out of your book, Single in the CIA.
Well, a lot of the interactions I had with mostly the women there, there were a lot of, not that there aren't these things everywhere, but there were a lot of batty, crazed women there.
Okay. Now, you can say that. I couldn't say that, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, and the interactions I had with men, I think, are funny. Now looking back on it, some of the things I wouldn't do again, but I did it, and that's what happened.
How did you end up in the CIA? Did you have a law enforcement background?
No, I went to school for international relations, so that pretty much leads into the CIA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You describe yourself now as a CIA officer turned mom.
Yeah.
That was pretty important to you, I pick up.
Well, yes, mom/author/inventor, I guess.
All right. What any other books coming down the horizon from Shelly Mateer?
Well, I just released one called Mission Stand Down.
Tell us about it.
It's fiction. It's everything I write is based on my experience there and influenced by things that I did there. It's just about a covert officer there and his experience overseas, and then I have a series that came out. I do that each year usually. It's a short story series. And that's a very comical look into the lives of different CIA officers.
All right. You know, I'm still surprised. I understand the CIA says, look, you're not writing about anything classified, so it's approved. When I say you, I mean in general, not you specifically. But it would seem to me that the CIA would be concerned about the wrong people getting insight into relationships and dynamics of relationships within their operation. But that's just me. Shelly Mateer, we thank you for joining us, and it's a fascinating topic, and not one that you see often. Someone coming out saying, "I'm CIA officer turned mom." It's clear that you're happy about your new life, and we wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
All right. Broadcasting from the Liberatory CPA studios, I'm Amato. Back after this.